where tensions between Israel and Iran have reached new heights. Overnight, air raid sirens once again echoed across Israel, with the Israeli military confirming that 5 ballistic missiles were launched by Iran. Israel's defense minister also confirmed that a senior general from Iran's Quds force was killed in a targeted airstrike. Around 2:30 a.m., sirens jolted us awake as missiles rained down near Tel Aviv. Hotel guests, including our team, rushed to bunkers. One central building reportedly caught fire due to falling shrapnel from an Israeli interception missile, though police are still investigating the exact cause. Explosions were also reported near the occupied West Bank. Israel's National Response Foundation has stated that, fortunately, there have been no casualties reported so far. In retaliation, Israel launched a new wave of airstrikes targeting Iranian missile storage and launch infrastructure. Air defense systems were activated in several areas of Tehran. The Israeli Defense Forces released footage of their operations. WHILE, Iranian media confirmed an attack near the nuclear site in Isfahan, though no leakage of hazardous material was reported. Diplomatically, President Donald Trump has dismissed European efforts to de-escalate the situation. Just hours after the foreign ministers of the UK, France, and Germany met with their Iranian counterpart in Geneva, Trump told reporters that Iran prefers direct dialogue with the US and does not believe Europe can mediate effectively. Chief international correspondent Lys Doucet, reporting from Geneva, noted that the pace of diplomacy is lagging far behind the pace of military escalation. European ministers, including UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy, emphasized that there is only a narrow window left for diplomacy before President Trump might act on a military plan he is said to have approved. Doucet described Trump's remarks as a diplomatic slap, particularly after Lammy had flown overnight from Washington to Geneva to convey a message from U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and President Trump's special envoy that Iran must return to negotiations over its nuclear program. However, the Iranian response was firm. They cannot negotiate while under attack. Iran's foreign minister has now traveled to Turkey to discuss the conflict with members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Speaking in Istanbul, he declared that any return to diplomacy would require an immediate halt to the bombing. He also accused the U.S. of involvement in the conflict from the outset, claiming that, despite denials, there is significant evidence that the U.S. has supported Israel's aggression. He warned that any direct American involvement in military action would be highly dangerous for the region. Meanwhile, Israel reported that an Iranian drone struck a residential building in northeastern Israel, a first since the conflict began. The building, located in Beit Shean, near the Jordanian border, sustained damage but no casualties were reported. BBC correspondent Dan Johnson confirmed that, while Israeli air defenses attempted to intercept the drone, it managed to get through. Notably, this comes on the heels of Israel's announcement that it had killed the Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander in charge of drone operations. Despite his death, Iranian forces have continued